New Year, ladies and gentlemen. Today is day one of 365. This is your chance to start a new chapter. This is your chance to do something different. This is your chance to try something new. This is your chance that if you felt like you were way off track in 2025, get yourself back on track in 2026. I'm talking to you and I'm talking to myself. One of my last meetings with one of my last clients before December 31st. Did I work yesterday? I did, yes. So, one of my last clients that I saw before I logged out of work yesterday, I was telling them that I was telling them a lot of things. One thing that I said is you can hurt and heal at the same time. I was telling them about my journey about becoming a certified peer specialist and how I always wanted to do something like that. Not always, but from the time I had my experiences with mental health, I wanted to do that. But I felt like I am going to completely heal myself. And then I'm going to help others. And then through actually just starting the work and being thrown in the fire, I came to the realization that you can hurt and heal at the same time. What is proof of that? A part of me is always hurting. And I think that I function so well. I hate that term of high functioning, but there's no other term that really suits what I'm trying to say. I function so well that nobody knows the type of pain that I feel constantly. The pain is sometimes sharp and it's sometimes dull. You know how if you were to get a pebble in your shoe, right? And when you first start walking with that pedal, how do I keep saying pedal? Why did I say pedal in the first place? Pebble. Pebble. Sorry. I'm trying to get better in 2026. When you start walking and you get a pebble in your shoe, everybody knows that feeling of that pebble being in your shoe. Happy New Year, Chocolate and Kingdom. Thanks for the sub. Thanks, Trace Miller. Okay, so everybody knows that feeling of when that pebble is in your shoe. It's annoying. You feel it. You feel it every time you take a step, and you're walking, and you're walking, and then eventually you take off your shoe and you shake that pebble out of your shoe, and then you're good again because that pebble is such an annoyance on your foot, right? With the pain that I'm talking about, it's like if I had shoes that were just attached to my feet that I could not take off. And that pebble was in there one day. And I'm just walking and walking, walking. And it hurts badly. And it hurts and it hurts. But then I keep walking on it. And it's just constantly there to the point where I'm used to having the pain. That's how I feel about my life, honestly. Where the pain has just been there for so long that I'm used to it being there. However, sometimes the pain is very painful, and sometimes it's moderately painful, and sometimes it's minimally painful to the point that I forget that it's there. But while I'm doing something to actively help somebody else, I usually forget that it's there. So until I'm done whatever it is that I did to help them. But you get the idea. get the idea. It just goes with that theme that I said. You can hurt and heal at the same time. Woo, this ice on the road almost got me, bro. I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to get off here for like a minute. I'm gonna have to get off here for like 1 minute. I'll be right back on. It's just that I always use my and so therefore I am. Yes, everybody please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new here. And hit the notification bell on top of that. Uno momento. Woo! All right, y'all. Happy New Year. Okay. It is cold. I'm doing okay, and yourself? So as I was saying, it's almost like somebody who experiences chronic pain, chronic physical pain, which I have now started to experience as well. If anyone knows, which you probably wouldn't, what has been going on with my body in the past 2 months, really over the past 5 years, but especially in the past 2 months, the whole right side of my body is failing me. My right shoulder, my right hip, and now my right calf and my big toe on my right side are all pretty much injured at the same time, which makes life a lot less enjoyable when you feel that pain. But I remember when those injuries first started happening, the pain was significantly impacting my mood, and I wasn't really thinking about that. because I found myself angry. I was like, I don't usually even feel angry like this. I mean, not saying I never feel angry, but I'm saying I was feeling like short fuse. I was feeling like I had a short fuse. And then I was like, and then I think I happened to be in therapy at the time. And I was like, oh, this is what it's like for people who are in chronic pain. Chronic pain actually can impact your mood, especially when you're not conscious about it. So, but anyways, that's neither here nor there. The theme is, the point of what I was saying is just what I said. You can hurt and you can heal at the same time. What was I looking for? Second. Yeah, pain for sure. Pain for sure causes depression. Yes, I am. I am still recovering from it. I'm in physical therapy now. But the good news is that I've been cleared to resume gym activities. I was out of the gym and off of my feet for about a month. Oh, you have scoliosis. Sorry about that. Yeah, I was out of the gym for about a month. Today was like my third day. My second day. It wasn't my third day. No, it was my third day. I went Monday. I went Monday, Tuesday, and today, which is Thursday. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Yeah, and I went my whole life without really experiencing any kind of chronic pain. Even though I was somebody who had a lot of injuries growing up, I had broken bones. I broke a bone in my left foot. I broke a bone in my right foot. My kneecap popped out when I was 16, 17 maybe. 16 or 17. My kneecap popped out. It popped out again recently. Not recently, it popped out again within the last 3 years. But the first time it happened, I was 17. The second time it happened, I was like 35, 36 or something like that. But yeah, I've been laid up for a month. Been laid up. I could barely walk for like a month, but now I'm healing. They told me it could take 6 to 8 weeks. I told them I'm being more cautious because injuries that I get now are so different than injuries that I got in my 20s. An injury in my 20s, I was the worst because I wouldn't do any kind of physical therapy or healing activities or anything like that. I would just pretty much, it would get injured and then I would pretty much just rest it until it doesn't hurt anymore. And then from there, I would go back to whatever sport that I was doing that injured it in the first place. And then I'd injure it again and go through the whole cycle again. Nowadays, I don't want to get it injured again. I mean, not that I could. The unfortunate thing about me is I I don't know if I'm going to reach this point. Like, if I were to talk to my mom about it, my mom would say, you know, when people get older, they just don't do those sports anymore. And it's just like, it's easy to say that when you never liked sports to begin with. It's easy to just say, just give up doing that. Like, you could still go to the gym, but just eat right, lift your little weights, and go on the treadmill, the elliptical, whatever. And you'll be all right. Ooh, this music. I hope this music does not play me. It will.
Mommy's just gonna grab a bottle of water.
This part is going to be cut out. For sure, this part is going to be cut out. Oh well. How does the scoliosis impact you if you're still on here? All right, sorry about that. Happy New Year to you, Shanna, and everyone watching. Sorry that I'm on and off, but y'all already know by now. My way to maintain being able to do this channel with all the activity that I do. Oh, this car. Oh my goodness. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. When it snows, and then all our cars start looking crazy. Like, I don't got car wash money like that. I don't got no car wash money like that. Yeah, the way that I maintain being able to consistently put up content on this channel is by putting up the content on the go. Because at one time, if those few OGs remember, I used to do all my content from the computer. I didn't do any content by phone. But now, like 95% of my content is on the computer, to the point where, on the phone, to the point where I'm about to cut off my StreamYard. My StreamYard premium subscription or whatever that costs $60, $90. It went up. StreamYard used to be like $25 a month. Then they started being funny with this storage thing, and the only reason I kept my StreamYard is because I have so much content that I did on my StreamYard from the other channel, and I had to delete my StreamYard. I mean, I had to delete a lot of my content. because I used to show live streams and do commentary on live streams. So some of that classic material that y'all loved, uh, once I end my StreamYard subscription, you know, I won't be able to access it anymore. But I think I'm gonna start saving some of that stuff onto my hard drive, and then maybe I'm gonna prioritize doing that this month, and then when I finish with that, then I can cancel my StreamYard subscription. Then you'll see the little duck in the corner whenever I go live, like the way that it used to be. I love when you kept updated Big Brother. It was fun. I was obsessed with Big Brother season 24. And I know people think it's probably funny that I use the word obsessed. I was obsessed with Big Brother 24. I remember staying up late. I remember I'd be watching the feeds. I'd get off work. I'd watch the feeds all throughout work, first of all. But then at night, I would get off work and I would get home. I'd go to the gym. I'd be on the treadmill. I'd have the feeds on the treadmill. Then I'd get out. I'd go to the car. I would do a live update of whatever I just saw. Then I would get home. I would review the feeds. This was back when you used to be able to rewind the feeds and play them back. So if some kind of a fight happened or something, I could rewind the whole feed. Or I could go to a certain specific point of the feed and watch the whole argument from where it started to where it ended. I miss those days. And then being able to put the live feeds up on my page and commentate on them while everybody watched. That was fun. Good times. I liked this season too. I enjoyed season 27. I did. I enjoyed season 27 more than I enjoyed season 26. I think I said that during the season. Like, I liked the mix, the variety of the cast. I loved watching Rachel. I think Rachel was a huge part of what made the season what it is. Huge part. It was still a travesty the way how she got out, but regardless. Traders is coming up soon. Oh, I think Traders, I don't remember if it's January or February. I think January. I'm going to be recapping Traders. The challenge is on a little hiatus. Big Brother, we got some months to go, but the Traders will give me something to dive into. And Wendell and Bryce from Survivor might be having a Traders premiere party. January 4th? Wow. It seemed like it was so far away when they first announced it, but it's almost here. Excellent. Are they releasing them once a week? Because I think they did that before once, and I was really annoyed by that. January 4th. Yeah, I can't wait. I love the Traders. Oh, what I was saying, though, is that... Oh, so I guess the party that they're potentially talking about would be a pop-up party. But it's always fun to go to those live events. I don't know who would be there, but... Yeah, you have to pay for Peacock, unfortunately. And the way that the app shows have started to do things is by dragging it out and not letting you binge anymore, so that you have to maintain the subscription to see the whole season. And a lot of people don't want to wait, because there's some people who are like, oh, I'm just going to wait it out and when the whole thing is finished dropping, then I'm gonna just binge everything. I can't. I'm not one of those. Plus, because I do the content, for my page, it is what it is. Anyways, New Year's plans, anybody? I'm jumping off really soon. Does anybody who's watching have New Year's plans? I don't particularly have anything, but all right, everybody. Happy New Year. Cooking and staying home. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell for when I drop some more great content. Thank you.